All right, everybody, welcome back to the bench. So today we're going to go over the 13.9 Sons of Liberty Gunworks barrel accuracy testing that I've done. Now, this has been completely built out and done for by Trajectory Arms, but let's kind of go over the build real quick. Everything I got at Brownells for the most part. The barrel was, I had to source it somewhere else, and I can't remember. I remember I stated it in the old video that I had, but YouTube being YouTube. Go ahead and, I think it's back on, it's on my Utreon. I'm pretty sure it's on there somewhere. But you can go check that out. I'll link to my Utreon down below. Thank you to Brownells. Brownells is an awesome sponsor of the channel. Use code TRIGGERED for anything over 150 or more over at Brownells. It'll save you 10%. And then Boring Rifles. Use code STS10 over at Boring Rifles if you're looking to get into the precision rifle game. You can use code STS10 and that will save you 10% on barrels, actions, and a bunch of other stuff over there. So huge shout out to them. I've actually just recently started working with Boring Rifles, so thank you so much to them. Let's get into it. This is a Sons of Liberty Gunworks 13.9 barrel. It is, I cannot remember where I got this barrel from. Anyway, doesn't matter. The barrel itself is, again, a 13.9 barrel. I did have it head-spaced with a Sons of Liberty Gunworks bolt carrier group. And then I sent off everything to Trajectory Arms, and they built it. It has a pinned forward controls design gas block, and then they went ahead and did the lovely anti-ATF coming in and shooting my dog, pin and weld there. And then I have it paired with a Comp M5, but for the accuracy testing, I did it with a 4 to 16 power primary arms second focal plane scope. So super cheap scope, so don't, understand that there are limitations to everything. All right, getting into it. Standard Laham 193 M193. Not a terrible group, a good 2 3/4 inch group. So, right in there from end to end. Everything is a 10-shot group, 50-yard range. These were, so I originally put the scope on, shot these two groups, and then I had a random flyer, like it was all the way up there. And I realized that I didn't tighten my scope down. So that was on me. Yeah, those two don't count. These are the 10-round groups that I did. Everything else, once I did this, it was good to go. So 2 3/4 inches, I believe, is what we just said. So 2 3/4 inches, we are good to go there. Almost 3. I mean, if you go end to end, but I go center to center. That's usually how I do that. And then we got into the 85 grain. So the 85 grain is probably one of the most interesting bullet weights that I have. Probably really fun. 85 grain Barnes. I think it's Barnes. I think I called it Burger in my last video, and it's Barnes. So we're looking at 50-yard indoor range. We're looking at an 1.5 inch group there from center to center. Probably one of the nicer barrels to run that. Now this is a 1-in-7 twist government profile barrel with a pinned gas block. Mid-length, it runs fantastic, and all these groups were unsuppressed. I can shoot them suppressed with some of my friend's suppressors, but I did not. This is PMC X-Tac 77 grain. I'm not very happy with this stuff. This stuff sucks, and I don't like it. So I went out and I got the Black Hills 77 grain OTM. I will be shooting some of this stuff. 77 grain PMT X-Tac match. This stuff is trash. I'm utter trash. As we can see, it grouped here, and then I had a secondary group over here. There is nothing wrong with how this thing shoots, but center to center, end to end, we're looking at 2 7/8. That's what that looks like to me. 2 7/8 from center to center. I don't like it. It's not a good group. It's a big group. The 85 grain did way better than that. The 77 grain, really trash. And then we go and we get into, now this is not the exact box, but this is the similar box. This is a 55 grain Nosler. There is a 69 grain open tip match that I had from Federal Premium, and it was it was a Sierra Match King bullet. So I'm looking for more Sierra Match King bullets. I think I might order some from Brownells. I don't know yet. Again, 50 yards, indoor group, 10-round group. We're looking at less than 1 inch. From center to center, we're looking at less than 1 inch right there. And that's the best group by far. 69 grain, Federal gold medal match ammo. That stuff was perfect. I hope that more comes in a Brownells, because I'll probably buy a couple boxes over there. I get free shipping. Use the Edge program. If you buy the Edge program, use code TRIGGERED. You get 10% off and you get free shipping. Pretty awesome. $50 a year, not bad. I highly recommend it. But yeah, the 69 grain OTM stuff, I mean, this stuff was fantastic. And I love this upper. This upper is probably one of my favorite uppers to shoot. It's always dirty. I never clean it. I really should clean it. I actually have to lubricate it. I need to go blast it off with the blaster and clean it and do all that other stuff. So, all right. So the 13.9 build, as we all know, that I'm pretty sure I have done an accuracy test in the past, but I wanted to put some more rounds downrange and still do accuracy testing. We will do the 77 grain OTM stuff through all of my uppers. So we've got our Colt 11.5. We've got my 13.9. We have my 14.7 from FN. I probably might be getting in a 20-inch here pretty soon, and then I will be looking at a Geisley 14.5 URGI upper receiver. So we're having quite a lot of stuff to do. I have 2 boxes of this Black Hills 77 grain OTM stuff, which I know a ton of people really, really love. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm actually disappointed in how this stuff looks. Coming right out of the package here, if you look, these bullets look like kind of trashy. Totally get it, but understandable. But yeah, each box comes with 50 rounds. I actually wish that all gun companies would do this and sell their ammo in 50 round packages instead of 20. I hate 20. I don't know why they sell it in 20. 50 round seems just easier. Why 20? I'll never know. Cool part about the Black Hills stuff, if you look here, if you look right in here, you can see that they crimp the back of the case and they seal it with some sort of sealant. And then the case looks, it's annealed, but looks kind of terrible. And then it has a cantilever right there. So this is kind of the closest on the civilian market you can get to the Mark 262 stuff until you go out and you actually look for the Mark 262 bullets. They usually get them in 500 round boxes. They're usually about $750 for every 500 rounds, but we will get this out at some point. I will have to go out and do some testing with this. I think either at 100 or at 50 indoor range or whatnot, but I will do some testing for you guys. I just think that it's just so much, it gives us more data and it'll tell us, how good this ammo is and what it works in for my guns. Because I do want to buy more of this stuff, and Brownells gets it in pretty regularly. I can buy 500 round boxes pretty cheap. I mean, not super cheap, but they're pretty inexpensive for 500 round boxes. And this would be a good data load to test. I do want some 69 grain OTMs. That would be a good one to test, especially in this guy, because 69 grain seems to do really, really well. I'm going to buy a couple different boxes of 69 grain stuff and do some testing. But as far as I'm aware right now, the 77 grain from X-Tac Match, trash. I mean, it's utter garbage. Now the chambering on this rifle, I believe it is a 5.56 chamber. Yes, this is a 5.56 chamber, 1 in 7 twist, chromoly vanadium, high pressure tested, blah, blah. It's QPQ, so it's quench, purge, quench, or something like that. This is a very good upper receiver. Trajectory Arms builds some of the best stuff on the planet. And yeah, they're actually should be opening their books up soon, so you can send them more stuff in. But yeah, we're taking a look at that Surefire over there. We'll be looking at that here pretty soon. Anyway, to get into it, fantastic. I'm not looking for these groups to be sub-MOA. I know these are not. Extrapolate this out to 100, and these groups will double in size, most likely. You never know. You could get lucky. Good groups overall. The M193, that's well within military spec, and I'm not looking for anything crazy. Now, again, this is not true military M193. I would actually, if I want to do that test, I would need to get some federal M193, but that 69 grain stuff looks beautiful and I really, really like it. If I'm going to do some reach out and touch some things with this, I would probably use this 69 grain stuff because it probably prints the best. And yeah, I zeroed that M193. You saw where I zeroed it at. Going to put this on there, I mean, I didn't make any adjustments. It was right there. It was fantastic and it worked out really well. So 69 grain federal stuff works out really good. I'm going to go get some more and hopefully find some 69 grain Black Hills to test out too. That's all I got for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the testing talking about what's going on with the gun and my kind of walkthrough of the upper receiver. But thank you guys so much. As always, have a good one.